Jiang Chung jolts awake, only to discover something unbelievable. He has unlocked an infinite wealth system. The first thing he does is grab his phone. Checking the screen, his eyes widen in shock. Time has gone backwards. Memories rush back. His so-called girlfriend, the woman he once loved deeply, had used him and eventually abandoned him for someone better. Now, with time reversed, he wastes no chance setting things straight. The breakup is swift, cold, and final. Right after, a glowing system window appears, congratulating him for unlocking the system. The beginner's package is now available. Jiang Chung wastes 0 seconds and opens it immediately. The rewards materialize one by one. A brand new Toyota Supra, 10 million yuan credited straight into his bank account, and a brand new feature, friend scanner. His phone buzzes, confirming the deposit has already landed in his balance. The thrill is overwhelming, but just as the excitement settles, something else grabs his attention. A stunning woman is sleeping soundly next to him. Jiang Chung decides to test his new feature on her. Her stats display instantly. Yu Xiao Xiao, 25 years old. Body features, privacy score 1, friendliness 60 points. Special condition, normal intimacy. Curious about the meaning of privacy. The system makes it clear privacy score refers to the number of intimate partners, her body count. With a score of 1, it means Jiang Chung is the first. Memories of the previous night flash through his mind. Both had met at a bar, strangers bound by heavy emotions and tough times. Despite the circumstances, she had shown him unexpected interest. She stirs awake, teasing him about his roughness last night. That alone is enough for Jiang Chung to feel the urge for another round. The system instantly reacts to their rhythm, rewarding him with a critical hit card and a wild tongue ability. Whatever that means, he's already looking forward to testing it. After a long kiss, Yu Xiao Xiao seems stunned, as if everything feels even better than before. A wicked grin spreads across Jiang Cheng's face. What happens after is better left unsaid. Hours later, Jiang Chung wakes again, this time to a shocking sight, a pile of money stacked on the bed. On top lies a personal note thanking him for the hospitality. No number, no way to reach her. Pushing aside the confusion, Jiang Chung shifts focus back to the system. The critical hit card catches his eye. It grants the chance to multiply any money spent up to 50 times. Spending the full 10 million could yield anywhere between a few times more or a staggering 50 million. Excitement fuels his next move. Stepping outside, he plans to use his knowledge of real estate and future business trends to maximize his fortune. But just as he approaches his Supra, a curveball appears. A beautiful woman leans casually beside the car. Without hesitation, she asks for a ride home, claiming she needs to fix her pipes. Jiang Chung is visibly confused. Something doesn't sit right. To be sure, he activates the friend scanner. Her stats appear instantly. Name, age, and one glaring detail. Body count, 28. Every instinct screams red flag. Without hesitation, Jiang Chung rejects her outright, even throwing in a jab about not wanting to become the 29th. His foot slams the gas pedal, the Supra roaring down the street like his life depends on it. Behind him, the woman grits her teeth, furious and bewildered. How did he even know her secret? An older man unknowingly overhears her complaint and cheerfully offers to help fix the pipe. Instead of being grateful, her cheeks flush red with anger as she calls him a pervert. The old man looks wronged, unable to understand why she would prefer some inexperienced youngster over his years of plumbing skills. Their banter draws attention, and soon people passing by burst into laughter. Another man steps forward to clear things up, explaining the misunderstanding. The old man finally realizes what she meant, shakes his head, and sighs that the younger generation truly is crazy. Meanwhile, Jiang Chung arrives at his first destination, a real estate firm. The moment he steps out of his car, a senior staff member observes him with disdain, assuming he's just another spoiled rich kid wasting time. He whispers instructions to his junior, telling her to follow the usual routine. The junior staff, Lianjia, steps forward and formally introduces herself before asking how she may be of service. Jiang Cheng requests the property price list. Eager to perform well, she offers to show him while politely asking about his budget. The senior quietly notes her mistake. In her inexperience, she completely skipped the crucial filtering process. Still, Lian Jiao proceeds, showing Jiang Cheng a slide and explaining each building's details carefully. But Jiang Cheng isn't interested in all the small talk. His eyes go straight to the property priced at $1 million. Watching her scramble nervously, it's obvious she's new to the job. Jiang Cheng casually requests rentable complexes, preferably unfinished units. Her awkward communication makes it clear she has zero sales tactics. Using the friend scanner, Jiang Cheng quickly learns more about her. Judging from her age, she started working straight out of school without going to college. After some searching, she finds properties with good layouts and prime locations near shopping centers. Prices range from $300K to over $1 million. Jiang Cheng, however, finds this troublesome. The system cap for spending is set at $1 million. Properties around $800K to $900K feel pointless since the difference of just $100K becomes massive when multiplied by 50. So he shifts gears and begins negotiating. If he buys multiple buildings, he wants discounts. Lianjia, surprised but eager, agrees. Her shock deepens when she realizes he plans to make the payment in full on the spot. Jiang Cheng nods and even offers her a position to manage the buildings afterward. A quick calculation runs through her mind: sales commission plus rental income. The opportunity is too good to refuse. She accepts immediately. Across the room, the senior staff is left stunned, realizing he completely misjudged the situation and just missed a huge opportunity. Moments later, the manager personally steps in with a prepared contract. Jiang Cheng signs casually, even remarking about coming back for future purchases. The system responds instantly, multiplying his money spent into several times more, boosting his account balance to $230 million. Another hidden feature activates. He earns money just by breathing. At this rate, Jiang Cheng is about to give Elon Musk a serious run for his money. Before leaving, Jiang Cheng requests a personal chat with Lianjia. The manager, thinking strategically, whispers to her to seize the chance and build a solid relationship with this wealthy client. In her mind, she already imagines the scene playing out like a romance drama. But reality hits differently. Jiang Cheng only asks for her account details. She freezes in surprise, not sure how to react. It turns out to be a goodwill gesture. She had unknowingly triggered his critical hit card, and Jiang Cheng decides to reward her. Moments later, she's stunned to see $35K transferred into her account. What she doesn't realize is that this single deal just made Jiang Cheng a multimillionaire. Meanwhile, her affection value toward him skyrockets to 85. Riding the high, she asks to exchange contacts and even boldly invites him to dinner. The thought of earning a few thousand sends her imagination spiraling. After exchanging numbers, she finally notices how ridiculously handsome Jiang Cheng is. At this point, she wouldn't mind spending the night with him. But Jiang Cheng doesn't linger. Leaving her caught up in daydreams, he simply waves goodbye and drives off. Jiang Cheng returns home and greets his parents. His father immediately brings up his recent wandering, asking whether he plans to skip the high school graduation trip. Jiang Cheng casually mentions his real plan, visiting Modi University and checking out the area. Hearing this, his father decides to wire money to cover all travel expenses. Watching the exchange, his mother teases that if her husband keeps spoiling their son like this, Jiang Cheng will eventually become a daddy's boy. She even jokes that at this rate, finding a girlfriend will be impossible. As usual, she enjoys pressing on sensitive topics, but Jiang Cheng is no longer the insecure boy he once was. The very next day, Jiang Cheng books a last-minute ticket and ends up flying economy class. While inwardly complaining about the situation, he accidentally bumps into someone. none other than his former classmate, Zhou Ying. Both appear equally shocked at the coincidence, especially when they discover their seats are in the same row. Jiang Cheng steps into the role of a gentleman, but before the moment develops further, a random guy with glasses shows up. Coincidentally, his seat is also in the same row. Jiang Cheng quickly tells Zhou Ying to switch places, which annoys the young man in glasses. Instead of backing down, Jiang Cheng fires a jab, telling him to mind his own business. Despite his irritation, the guy insists on striking up conversation. He asks Zhou Ying about her purpose in Modu, and she explains it's work-related. Curious in return, she asks Jiang Cheng what brings him there. He casually replies that he grew bored staying at home, leaving Zhou Ying to assume he's just on vacation. The side character in glasses suddenly interrupts, declaring that he too is headed to Modu University. He launches into a long-winded rant about the school, reservations. It's so dull and stretched out that even this recap barely holds the patience to cover it. Jiang Cheng cuts him short, reminding him not to bother since their arrangements are already settled. With a sly smile, the glasses guy asks which hotel Jiang Cheng booked. Without hesitation, Jiang Cheng reveals the name, Amanyanglin. The man's glasses nearly slip off his face. That hotel is a legendary, high-class establishment with a history stretching back to ancient China. When pressed about specific reservations, Jiang Cheng casually mentions choosing the recommended option, the Courtyard Villa. The man grows skeptical. Zhou Ying, however, knows the details. That villa costs 80,000 a night. She never imagined Jiang Cheng as a secret rich kid. Her surprise reminds Jiang Cheng of the past. Back in high school, Zhou Ying was the most popular girl, an A student with beauty and a serious demeanor that's impossible to approach her. Most boys were too intimidated to even be around her. But after her family's business collapsed, she was forced to drop out. Seeing her expression sink into sadness, Jiang Cheng realizes he has stepped onto an emotional landmine. Quickly, he shifts the topic to lighter memories of school. Zhou Ying brightens up and begins smiling again, allowing him to breathe in relief. Curiosity gets the better of him, and he activates the system's friend scanner. The interface reveals her name, physical details, body count, and an affection value of 75, already at friend status. Normally, affection sits around 60. The number confirms that Zhou Ying might secretly have a crush on him. Once the plane lands at Modu Airport, staff from Amanyanglin wait to greet Jiang Cheng. A female staff introduces herself as his personal attendant, assigned to handle his every need. Zhou Ying, however, prepares to part ways, heading to her friend's place in a different area. Jiang Cheng insists on escorting her. Unbeknownst to them, the young man in glasses secretly tails them, misinterpreting everything he sees. 25 minutes later, they arrive at Zhou Ying's destination. She takes the initiative, offering her WeChat contact and promising to treat him to a meal sometime. Jiang Cheng gladly accepts, showing his code for her to scan. Meanwhile, the glasses guy lingers in the background, still pathetically believing he has a chance. Shifting back to Jiang Cheng, he finally arrives at the Courtyard Villa and indulges in the luxurious setting, every penny wired by his father put to good use. Out of nowhere, his personal butler appears. With a straight face, she explains that head-to-toe service is included in the package. Without hesitation, she begins scrubbing his hair in the bathtub. Jiang Cheng's mind wanders, cheeks burning red from the sudden intimacy. The butler mistakes his reaction, asking if the water temperature is too hot. Snapping back to his senses, he shakes off the thought before it betrays him further. While taking care of Jiang Cheng, she seizes the moment and offers him a special invitation meant only for VIPs. Curious, he asks what it's about. She reveals that it's an exclusive auction featuring priceless jewelries. Knowing that events like this usually require formal wear, Jiang Cheng asks about the dress code, but to his surprise, it's casual. Later, she personally escorts him to the reception. A staff member welcomes him, and she leaves with a smile, hoping he enjoys the evening. Jiang Cheng steps inside, just as the auction begins. The first item up for bid is a golden Rolex, a limited edition with a starting price of 500,000 yuan. The crowd buzzes with excitement. Jiangcheng instantly perks up. In his previous life, he remembers this exact model skyrocketing in value, reaching over 25 million in just 3 years. With that knowledge, he decides to wait. Only when the price climbs to 15 million does he finally join in. The atmosphere shifts. Another bidder pushes it to 16 million, then 18 million. Gasps ripple through the room. No one can believe someone would drop that much money on a single watch. Just like that, Jiangcheng secures the Rolex for 18 million yuan. Almost immediately, 2 young men approach. One of them, Qin Fun, a well-known young master in Modu, carries a sharp curiosity. His friend Wang Zheng follows closely behind. Qin Fun can't hide his amazement, thinking Jiangcheng must be some kind of watch expert to spend so much. Jiangcheng, however, casually reveals this is actually his first time seeing a Rolex up close. Qin Fun finds the idea outrageous, especially since Jiangcheng's face looks unfamiliar. When Jiangcheng explains he just arrived in Modu to attend university, the pieces click into place. Qin Fun realizes the newcomer is only 18. Amused yet impressed, he suggests they hang out sometime, just the boys, no Diddy, and Jiangcheng agrees. They part ways on friendly terms. As soon as Qin Fun leaves, the wealth system triggers. A notification pops up, announcing his income has increased to 1 yuan per second, making his annual salary a staggering 900 million yuan. Yet even with that, Jiangcheng's hunger for more wealth burns stronger. That's when he spots a familiar figure. It's Yu Xiao, the girl who once left money behind, but never her contact. He jokes about their night together, while she playfully remarks that he looked like a broke student in need of help back then. This time, Jiangcheng draws her close, hinting at continuing where things left off. Well, he doesn't need to ask. She already wants to be stretched even harder. Before the moment builds, her ex-fiancé Zhang Yu barges in, clearly annoyed, putting Jiangcheng in a tight spot. Yu Xiaoxiao's expression hardens, especially since she once caught him cheating with her best friend. Zhang Yu shamelessly insists their engagement still stands, claiming her feelings don't matter. However, she isn't stupid. She knows the guy is bisexual and only using their marriage as a cover. The system suddenly activates, presenting Jiangcheng with a mission. 2 options appear: stay passive and receive a cosplay costume, or slap Zhang Yu twice to earn an enhancement card and a bad luck card. And the second option sounds far more rewarding. Learning that the enhancement card boosts physical attributes seals the deal. Without hesitation, Jiangcheng charges in, delivering a clean, powerful slap across Zhang Yu's face. Yu Xiaoxiao watches in shock, her affection for him shooting up to 70. Her admiration is clear. Jiangcheng is definitely not spending the night alone. Meanwhile, Zhang Yu throws a childish tantrum, whining like a child and demanding security call the police. The staff hesitate, knowing the hall is filled with powerful guests, and offending them could cause trouble for the hotel. Yu Xiaoxiao sides with Jiangcheng, declaring she'll report Zhang Yu's harassment if the police show up. This leaves Zhang Yu stunned. He tries to push back, pointing out the hotel's security cameras, but his interruption doesn't last long. Chaos erupts when a raging man bursts into the hall wielding a knife. His eyes lock onto Zhang Yu, fueled by betrayal and vengeance after being cheated on by his partner. Zhang Yu recoils instantly, trembling as the attacker closes in. Panic spreads, and yet the hotel staff freeze, unwilling to interfere. The system flashes again with another mission. 2 choices: flee with Yu Xiaoxiao for 300 yuan, or stop the crime to earn +5 attractiveness and unlock a special exercise technique that instantly raises someone's relationship to the next level. At first, escape looks reasonable, but leaving everyone in danger is unacceptable. Jiangcheng chooses to act. Activating the enhancement card, he feels raw energy flood through his body like an electric current. His senses sharpen, and his strength surges beyond belief. In the blink of an eye, he appears in front of the attacker. One explosive punch sends the man flying across the hall. Yu Xiao stands frozen, her jaw dropping at the sudden, unbelievable display. The auction hall freezes in silence for a split second before gasps ripple through the crowd. Everyone just witnessed how effortlessly Jiang Chung dealt with the man. Moments later, the cops rush in, quickly restraining the man. They thank Jiang Chung for preventing what could have turned into a complete disaster. But before the dust settles, Zhang Yu suddenly steps forward, accusing Jiang Chung of assault and intending to press charges. The cops hesitate, clearly confused, and ask if the claim is true. That's when Yu Xiao steps up, exposing her ex-fiancé's real scheme, trying to scam her into marriage. Jiang Chung, calm as ever, watches from the sidelines, noting how her affection score has already climbed past 90. He walks over, gently reassuring her there's no reason to get upset. The cop turns to Zhang Yu, concluding the whole thing is just a misunderstanding. But Zhang Yu refuses to back down, even demanding the security footage. Jiang Chung frowns. If Zhang Yu insists on playing this stupid game, then it's time he pays the stupid price. Calling on the system, Jiang Chung activates the bad luck card. Immediately, Zhang Yu's phone buzzes. His bank reports a massive withdrawal from his account, and before he can react, an employee rushes in with more bad news. A tree just fell on someone's car, and unlucky for him, it's his. The cop, now suspicious, questions whether to proceed with the charges. Zhang Yu waves it off quickly, deciding to drop the matter altogether. Jiang Chung smirks inwardly, noting the guy just got served a dose of karma. 5 minutes later, the scene shifts to Jiang Cheng's hotel suite. Before things get more intimate, Yu Xiao shares her story. Her marriage to Zhang Yu was arranged by her dying grandfather. But soon after, she discovered the truth. Zhang Yu was gay and secretly with her best friend. Jiang Chung pulls her close by the waist, assuring her he's nothing like her ex. His promise leaves her stunned. The scene fades, letting the couple enjoy their night. By morning, 2 hotel staff clean up the aftermath. They're shocked to see Yu Xiao walking just fine after such a night, whispering in disbelief that Jiang Cheng's pretty face would be hiding such monstrous energy. The scene jumps to a 5-star restaurant. Jiang Chung scrolls through his phone and suddenly pauses on a trending post. He asks Yu Xiao for a small favor. She's confused until he explains, today is his 18th birthday, and everyone his age is posting something memorable. She finally understands, striking an Instagram-worthy pose as he snaps a picture. Jiang Chung thinks this is far better than showing off cars or jewelries. The moment the post goes live, the internet explodes. People everywhere instantly regret the boring gifts they got for their own coming of age. Later that day, Jiang Chung heads to a car dealership to check out the available models. While browsing, another scene unfolds nearby. A man is trying to buy a car for a red-haired girl named Wanwan. She refuses, saying the gesture is too much, but the man keeps pushing, making her and the staff increasingly uncomfortable. She tries to explain she doesn't need a car, but he won't let up. Jiang Chung didn't expect to walk into a drama while browsing through cars. But after taking a closer look, he realizes that in 5 years, she will become a popular actress. Right now, though, she's stuck dealing with this creep. When persuasion fails, the man drops his mask, threatening to pull his investment unless Wanwan agrees to spend a day with him. His words suffocate the air, but Wanwan holds her ground. Investment or not, her answer stays the same, no. Just then, the system window flashes before Jiang Cheng's eyes with a brand new mission. Jiang Chung quickly realizes that simply investing in Wanwan offers no explicit rewards, and the mission challenge remains unclear. Shrugging it off, he turns his attention to his main interest, the price of a LaFerrari. The female staff explains the car is a limited edition. Acquiring one requires a verification process, including proof of capital. Jiang Chung listens, intrigued, and wonders aloud if he even qualifies, considering the conditions, being a regular customer and purchasing 5 models from the brand. After a brief pause, the The staff admits it's highly unlikely anyone could meet the requirements so casually. Jiangcheng leans in as she explains the ordering process, delivery schedule, and down payments. He interrupts, deciding to skip all the formalities and pay the full price outright. Her shock is immediate, especially since he didn't even ask for the price. Her exclamation draws the attention of the Wanwan investor, frowning at yet another rich kid, while Wanwan watches, curiosity sparking in her eyes. The staff warns that the car costs around 50 million. Jiangcheng just smiles, genuinely accepting the price without hesitation. She brings over the manager, who coincidentally is with Qin Fun from the auction. Qin Fun instantly recognizes Jiangcheng. When asked why he wants such an expensive car, Jiangcheng casually replies he's bored and felt like buying one. Qin Fun struggles to hide his shock at how effortlessly Jiangcheng refers to a LaFerrari as just a car. When a manager asks how they know each other, Qin Fun points out their meeting at the auction, gesturing at the 20 million Rolex on Jiangcheng's wrist. The manager, now reassured, nods that the deal is a done deal. For Jiangcheng, he waves routine protocol, skipping straight to payment. Wanwan can't stop watching, silently trying to gauge the extent of Jiangcheng's network. Meanwhile, the hesitant investor loses interest and suggests leaving, but Wanwan firmly declares she's done with the deal. Defeated, he storms off, muttering about her unreasonableness. As soon as he leaves, Jiangcheng approaches Wanwan without wasting a moment, offering to become her investor in her filming career. She blinks, surprised, unsure of his ulterior motives. Jiangcheng makes it clear they will discuss the investment in detail another day. Excited by the news, she suggests adding him on WeChat. After exchanging contacts, Jiangcheng returns to the manager to continue the car discussion. Learning the delivery will take at least a year, a slight frown crosses his face. Qin Fun, reading his friend's taste, invites him to an upcoming European luxury car show. Jiangcheng agrees, interest piqued. The scene shifts. Jiangcheng now has a date with Yu Xiaoxiao. She immediately guides him to the table, pointing out her favorite delicacies one by one. When asked what she wants first, Jiangcheng slyly chooses her instead, claiming she tastes better. Yu Xiaoxiao mentions exhaustion from previous exercise, which irritates Jiangcheng slightly. He doesn't like being addressed that way. She decides he will be called husband from now on. Once seated, Jiangcheng asks if Yu Xiaoxiao has any information about Wanwan. For a moment, she assumes he's interested in her. Jiangcheng clarifies that he wants to invest and needs her insight into Wanwan's potential. Yu Xiaoxiao considers it. Though her company doesn't pay much attention to Wanwan, she sees great developmental potential. She expresses openness to an open relationship, should he ever develop romantic interest in her. Now, I didn't see that one coming. Calling her silly, Jiangcheng steers the conversation back, asking why she thinks he wants to invest. He explains he plans to both sign and invest in Wanwan. Yu Xiaoxiao notes that Wanwan's contract has expired. Signing her now would trigger a breach clause, and signing requires Jiangcheng to have a company. Unfazed, Jiangcheng reveals he already has plans for the funds and company, putting Yu Xiaoxiao in Charge Plus shares because he knows Wanwan will be a hit within 2 years. Yu Xiaoxiao expresses doubts about establishing a company, even with her in charge. A high salary would suffice, she thinks, and giving her shares seems excessive. Jiangcheng grows slightly annoyed at her attempt to create distance, finding it utterly foolish. Unexpectedly, Yu Xiaoxiao softens, expressing how what he's offering already feels more than enough, and how being with him make her feel alive. At that precise moment, Jiangcheng's phone lights up with a notification. Seeing it's from Wanwan, he smiles. She's eager to meet. The next scene opens with Jiangcheng taking Wanwan out for a work meal. He wastes no time and dives straight into business, asking about her project. Wanwan explains it's a small drama project, requiring an initial investment of 5 million yuan. Jiangcheng's interest visibly dips. 5 million for a small project? He demands an explanation. Wanwan calmly explains the reasoning. Small projects mean low cost, low risk, and quick returns. She gestures toward the film script, ready to convince him. Surprisingly, Jiang Chung interrupts. He agrees to invest without even looking at the script. Wanwan freezes, shocked by his sudden decisiveness. After all, this is only their second meeting. Inwardly, she notes she hasn't met an investor like him in the past 3 years of acting. Jiang Chung adds a condition. The investment comes with the requirement that she joins his company. Wanwan is taken aback, reminding him of the penalties and stuff we already know. He simply shrugs. It's not a problem. Her guard rises. She isn't a rookie. Nothing in the industry is free. Still, she quickly dismisses any indecent thoughts, knowing she built her career without compromising herself. Curious, she asks if he really owns his company. Jiang Chung admits it's a work in progress, but notes her current company doesn't value her properly. Joining him would offer better conditions. Her respect for him grows. Timidly, she asks if he has any special requirements for her to join. He finds her reaction strange, how her affection rises from a simple proposal, but reassures her he will not ask or force anything shady. Relieved, she asks when she can start. No entertainment company would offer such conditions. She even instinctively calls him boss, prompting him to politely request a more casual address. She asks his age, and he claims to be 20. She immediately calls out the lie, remembering he mentioned heading to university during the ride. Sensing the conversation straying from business, Jiang Chung teases her. Wanwan pouts, mildly annoyed, but the exchange lightens the mood. After finishing the meal, the system rewards Jiang Chung with a sizable chunk of virtual currency, ensuring all transactions appear legally clean. Another reward awaits if he visits the company HQ. Wanwan, now even more excited, reassures him she'll do her job well. Jiang Chung finds this system feature helpful. Basically, he doesn't need to worry to explain how he became rich. The phone rings. It's his father, informing him that one of his investments has paid off. His parents praise his achievements, noting the stock now yields 600,000 yuan monthly. After a brief exchange, Jiang Chung ends the call and turns to Wanwan. He announces a trip to the mall. Apparently, he didn't bring enough shopping supplies when coming to Modu. Wanwan, done with her meal, joins him without hesitation. At one of the largest shopping centers in Modu, Wanwan runs into a familiar face. Defensive, she explains she came with a friend. Meanwhile, her senior from the filming company smirks, clearly ridiculing Jiang Chung's appearance. The system updates Jiang Chung with her profile, name, body features, and even her body count. Jiang Chung turns pale. 77? Clearly, she's experienced in the industry. Suddenly, the investor attention shifts to Wanwan, inquiring about her junior. Lin Ru responds disdainfully. Wanwan played a maid in one of her recent films. Lin Ru's investor instincts kick in. He extends his business card, introducing himself as Wang Hai, a specialist in investing in actors. Lin Ru narrows her eyes, instantly understanding his intentions. Wanwan declines Wang Hai without hesitation. Later, a staff member shows Jiang Chung the store's recent watch collection. Prices hover around 300,000 yuan. Frowning, Jiang Chung demands something more expensive, around 500,000. Lin Ru glares at Wang Hai, who had just selected a 380,000 watch. But Jiang Chung casually calls it cheap, surprising everyone. Wanwan, used to Lin Ru's assertiveness, is visibly shocked. The system assigns Jiang Chung a new task, gift Wanwan a watch. The reward remains hidden. Jiang Chung suggests buying her one, but Wanwan refuses. Lin Ru watches calmly, expecting an awkward display, while Jiang Chung proceeds. A staff member presents watches for Jiang Chung to try. He slips one on and asks Wanwan's opinion. When she affirms, she even suggests she help adjust it. Lost in thought, she suddenly realizes she's been overthinking all day. Her affection rises again. Jiang Chung marvels at her reaction, thinking women rarely reflect on compliments. He instructs the staff to pack the watches. The male staff is stunned, unsure if he heard correctly. Meanwhile, Lin Ru and Wang Hai share the same shocked expression. The watches already cost 2 to 3 million each. Once again, he asks for her opinion on women's watches, claiming he's buying for his mother. The staff praises her choice, an elegant watch inlaid with 450 diamonds totaling 5 carats, priced at 800,000. Wan beams with excitement as she tries it on. Meanwhile, Jiang Cheng casually throws a jab loud enough for Lin Ru and her investor to hear, calling a 380,000 watch cheap. Undeterred, he hands over his black card to pay for 4 watches, 2 for men, 2 for women. Wan begins to remove the watch, but he stops her, insisting she keep it since she likes it. Blushing, she protests, noting how expensive it is and that she could never accept it. Jiang Cheng remains calm, explaining it's already been purchased and refunds aren't possible. She resists, remembering he initially intended the watch as a gift for his mother. Jiang Cheng counters, asking if a woman in her 50s would really wear such a watch. He suggests she simply treat it as a work gift, even though the price exceeds some people's annual income. Reluctantly, Wan accepts, feeling it would be rude to continuously refuse in front of everyone. Just then, a staff member steps forward with a receipt, confirming the total, 4 million, and returns his black card. Another staff member delivers a gift box as a gesture of thanks for supporting the brand. Lin Ru grits her teeth in jealousy, fuming that despite Wan's low status, she's flaunting a watch worth 800,000. When she asks the staff if she could receive the same treatment, they struggle to explain. Wang Hai, sensing the tension, decides to leave, noting Jiang Cheng has ruined the atmosphere. With him gone, the staff asks Lin Ru if she's interested in buying a watch. She politely declines, saying maybe next time. The system chimes in. The mission was successful. Wan's friendship with the host increased, and the mission earns a high evaluation with a random 3x cashback reward. Jiang Cheng doesn't expect this. After spending 4 million, he's effectively gotten the watches for free. Checking his bank balance, he inwardly decides to spend even more to strengthen their relationship. Later, he attempts to buy Wan a bag, but she tries to resist. It's too late. The staff, eager for commission, shows him the most luxurious, expensive option. Without hesitation, Jiang Cheng tells her to swipe his card. After splurging heavily, a staff member at the counter informs them about membership perks and promises to follow up. Meanwhile, Wan stares at him in awe, her expression a mixture of surprise, admiration, and disbelief. Half an hour later, Jiang Cheng drives her home. She offers him something to drink en route, but he unexpectedly declines, joking that he's underage and some girl might take advantage of him. Wan is left stunned, but grateful as they exchange polite goodbyes. Her affection for him skyrockets, valuing him as a genuinely good man, unaware she's merely a fruit waiting to be harvested at the right moment. An hour later, Jiang Cheng returns to his courtyard villa. His butler notes how rare it is for him to stay longer than a typical client, so she decides to serve him with extra care. Jiang Cheng asks about the menu, and she quickly highlights the most expensive delicacies. One dish costs around 1 million, sparking his curiosity. While the dish is being prepared, she offers to give him a massage. Something about her sudden eagerness feels off. In a massage room, she opens a bottle of lotion. Jiang Cheng watches with a dumbfounded expression, thinking a proper massage shouldn't involve this much fuss. Seeing his reaction, the butler politely suggests closing his eyes to enjoy it better. That alone sets his mind racing with different thoughts. Let's just say the next things are not recommended, but we all know how it really goes. Jiang Cheng feels the gentle, soft pressure on his back, wondering if he's overthinking, but the sensations are undeniably distracting. The next day, a car exhibition is underway. Amidst the bustling crowd, he stands alone. His friend, Qin Fun, canceled at the last minute due to an emergency. As he begins to ponder which car to buy, he spots his classmates. The sight of them catches him completely off guard. He never imagined his classmate, Zhou Ying, would be working as a car model for the event. He approaches them with a wide smile, extending a greeting. They all look surprised to see him, which leads him to jokingly ask if they are planning something without him. The class monitor, it turns out, deliberately did not inform him about their class trip. Before he can get an answer, two of his female classmates speak up, commenting on how much more handsome he has become. Another suggests he had plastic surgery. He doesn't bother to explain, instead stating his intention to buy a car. A female classmate, Suya, rudely points to Zhou Ying and demands to know why she is a car model. The class monitor tries to defend Zhou Ying. Inadvertently, the system displays Suya's stats, and he is shocked by her high affection level and her body count. Not just her, but both Suya and her female friend have high affection points toward him, despite having zero prior connection to them. A classmate snaps him out of his thoughts. Annoyed, he tells the idiot to mind his own business before waving at Zhou Ying, who responds in surprise. Turning to his classmates, he asks the real reason they came to the showcase. The class monitor responds indifferently, insisting he should not spit nonsense. The class monitor proves his knowledge, and he mockingly applauds the idiot for stating something everyone already knows. He adds that the class monitor knows so much, yet he clearly didn't come to buy a car. He only came to try to hit on Zhou Ying. The direct jab annoys the class monitor. Zhou Ying steps in, trying to defuse the situation. She points out that she is on duty and politely asks them to leave. That's when the class monitor suddenly reveals his intent to get a car, a gift from his parents for doing well on his university entry exam. He questions Zhou Ying, but the girl casually points to a sales representative, reminding him her job is just modeling. When the class monitor asserts that it's better to speak to a familiar face, he cuts him off, asking if the idiot is deaf and using such a silly excuse just to talk to Zhou Ying. The class monitor tells him to mind his business, but he doesn't care. He asks directly if he buys a car. Will he get Zhou Ying as a bonus? Zhou Ying finds this funny, but the class monitor thinks he's just talking nonsense. The manager notices their banter and quickly walks over to reprimand Zhou Ying, who apologizes. He comments that it is the fool's fault for causing the manager to scold Zhou Ying. The class monitor responds sharply, suggesting he either buys a car or leaves. Hearing this, he walks up to the manager and expresses that the car Zhou Ying is modeling is cheap. He says he will only consider buying it if Zhou Ying comes as a bonus. The manager appears shocked at first, but his eyes instantly spot the watch on his wrist. Before the manager can speak, he flashes his black card, ready to make a payment. All his classmates look shocked, especially at him casually spending $8 million for Zhou Ying's sake. Everyone, that is, except Suya, who appears different, already plotting how to get into his bed. Out of sheer desperation, the class monitor tells him to stop pretending. The class monitor, a confirmed moron, thinks he could fake a black card. Hearing this, he questions if the deal still stands. The manager thinks about it before suggesting a commission be given to Zhou Ying instead. Seeing the affection points increase, he affirms the suggestion and instantly proposes drafting a contract. Meanwhile, one of his classmates grows pale with jealousy, annoyed that he is using the opportunity solely to get close to Zhou Ying. Bringing the contract, the manager suggests he head to the VIP area upon hearing he wishes to make a full payment. Amidst the watchful gazes of his classmates, the manager announces that the payment was successful. The class monitor has a worried look on his face. Not only did he purchase the car, but he has utterly humiliated him. If you made it this far and feel the video is worth it, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. Until the next recap,